4 out of 10. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds. With the agilities of a guard, he can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
It's James controlling the offense. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at 3.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Hill into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. It'll stay with the Bucks. Matthews, knocked loose. Lakers have it. To James. Ersan Ilyasova with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
James. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good. Lakers come up with it. To Davis. Kuzma. James, he is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
From long range, and he can't. Slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Hill across the timeline. Down by 15. Won't go. Kuzma. Shot by McGee, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
It's James controlling the offense. Fires the 3. No good. Davis. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Turns and slams it down. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Giannis with it up top. His guys down big. It's theirs now. From the painted area, won't go down.
And he usually makes a living on shots like that. But sometimes, maybe it's just not your night.
Gets a look. Can't hit. To Adetokunbo. George Hill. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
LBJ with it. to Kyle Kuzma. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line. Kyle Kuzma is going to get 3 shots here. A career 70% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. And he hits the second. Knocked loose. Antetokounmpo. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Davis. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lakers have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the 3-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues. Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. McGee powers it through.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. JaVale McGee pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Lopez, short jumper off the mark. The jumper's off the mark. Nothing going here on that drive. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo. LeBron James able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. Time for some new personnel into the game. Bucks at the controls. To Lopez. Middleton. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. JaVale McGee. And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Giannis with it up top. Down a bundle. And look out.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
LeBron James with the rock. 4-3. Tough shot. Well defended. Hill into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Whoa, Chris Middleton. 3 for 3 in this first half.
He was so wide open. Pretty much looked like a deer staring into the headlights. Last resort, but still, points on the board.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line.
Good shot, man.
JaVale McGee lets it fly from long range. Rebound pulled down by Giannis. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Bucks basketball. Knocked loose. Antetokounmpo to George Hill. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Great feed. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. With that, he's 5 for 9.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Antetokounmpo. Short jumper misses. To James. And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
LeBron James. A couple of free throws on the way. He's been steady. 83% at the line. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo, open look. Add 2 points to the board.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
LeBron James matched up with Connaughton. Has a chance. Second effort to Davis. Shot from in close, no good. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. George Hill. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
To Hill. Cruises inside for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Driving right to the basket. Giannis Antetokounmpo swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Lakers come up with it. Giannis Antetokounmpo tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Hill to Middleton. Beyond the arc for 3. And Chris Middleton, good on the quick release that time.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Anthony Davis, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Has a look. Hill takes down the board. To Antetokounmpo. Nice pass to set things up. Whoa, Chris Middleton. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Knock loose. Lakers have it. Davis. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Down low to Mirotic. Oh, emphatic slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Knocked loose. Connaughton, guarded by Cook. LBJ. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Stuffs it down with authority. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Adetokunbo. Middleton. Misfires. It's no good. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. To Adetokunbo. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest. It's James. Still can't buy one from distance. It's no good. To Adetokunbo. Matthews. Deep right corner. Middleton buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
JaVale McGee. From the outside, no good. Adetokunbo. To Davis. And the rebound taken by Connaughton. To Middleton.
Watch that cutter.
Yes, Wesley Matthews. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
And Mirotic the rebound. To Matthews. Adetokunbo. That is great vision.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. LeBron with it up top. His team on top by 13. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Lakers have it. Lays it up and in.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. What I like from these guys is how well they work the transition game, using stops to start breaks. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bucks were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Lakers come up with it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Whoa, what a finish.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Davis to Kyle Kuzma. For 3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Finish that.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Short jumper won't go down. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Giannis grabs the board. To George Hill. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he's yet to hit one from deep. It's no good. James, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here's LeBron for 2. Hill across the timeline, trailing by 15. From the painted area, won't go down. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. At the line, he's shooting 87%. The Bucks at the controls. To Hill. George Hill. He's now 4 for 6.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Antetokounmpo. The pass set it all up. James. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Wesley Matthews at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. To Kyle Kuzma. James. Kyle Kuzma. And he hits.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Davis. It's claimed by Milwaukee. And finishes strong. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Shot from the lane won't go. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys trail by 10. Gets to the basket and scores.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Kyle Kuzma. Hill into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
JaVale McGee from long range. Quinn Cook is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Second to 3, got it. And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Bucks at the controls. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. James tosses. Anthony Davis with the block. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. To Davis. The drive right to the basket. Brook Lopez rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Can't miss those. To Davis. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Lakers come up with it. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Great feed. Matthews. Offensive read and a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
And the finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Matthews to Adetokunbo. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Los Angeles, they have it. Brook Lopez with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Knocked loose. James. Short jumper off the mark. Giannis with it up top. Margins 8. Middleton gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Wesley Matthews. Opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. It's Cook with the basketball. Leads 5. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Anthony Davis lets it fly. Rebounded by Mirotic. Knocked loose. Mirotic defended by Quinn Cook. He throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Davis on the drive, but a shot won't go down. Bledsoe with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. James to Davis. Fires the 3. Oh, Anthony Davis. Not sure why he was left so wide open.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. JaVale McGee to Davis. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down 8. Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good. To Davis. Not done yet. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. And stuffs it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Cook shot won't go. Anthony Davis pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
4-3. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Bucks basketball to Bledsoe. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now. James. He's going to keep shooting them, but he misses yet again.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Lets it fly from long range, and Mirotic the rebound. Desperation shot here from half court. That ends the third quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Got it.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Bucks at the controls. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Anthony Davis swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
James into the front court. The lead is 11. To Kyle Kuzma. Davis. Missed it. Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. James. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. JaVale McGee tips it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there. That's what's going to help your team win this game.
Antetokounmpo. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Knocked loose. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. After the tie-up, they'll throw it up and see who gets the possession. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Lopez. Had a chance, but it's no good. Anthony Davis. Huge block. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Add 2 points to the board.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Runner.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air. Make that 7.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Another follow, still no good. Knocked loose, and that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker, it stays with Milwaukee. Time to shuffle things up. Lakers have it. Knocked loose. Milwaukee with the basketball. Middleton to Adetokounmpo. And look out. Big finish at the rim. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Giannis with it up top. His guy's down 11. Middleton, he has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Now a steal by Milwaukee. George Hill. With that, he's 5 for 9.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit is 6. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
That approach, that's what you want to see. Nice save. Baseline drive. And scores. Great body control on the step through.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
That's a momentum play right there. And scores. Strong take.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Cousins. McGee powers it through.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Bledsoe with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. To Adetokounmpo. Can't connect from inside. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Adetokounmpo to Lopez. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Davis to James. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Substitution being made in this one. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Davis. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't get the bounce. The Bucks at the controls. Adetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Danny Green. James. Runner here won't go. Bledsoe with the basketball. Our score all even here in the 4th quarter. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Danny Green to James. Stuffs it down with authority.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Bucks at the controls. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Brook Lopez sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
James. Can't connect. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
How on earth are you going to let someone go coast to coast in a tight game like this?
DeMarcus Cousins is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 73%. First try, no good. Knocks down the second free throw. Giannis with it up top. His group now down 2. Great dish to set it up. Slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Lakers have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Now down 6. Flushes it home.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
JaVale McGee to Cousins. They'll get it down to Davis. Brook Lopez with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
James, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
LeBron into the front court. Leads a bucket. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Turnovers like that at this point.
Knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Shot from the lane won't go. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. And finishes strong.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Down 6. LeBron James rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Trying to cash in, gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Anthony Davis with a piece. And count the basket inside.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attack.
Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Hill buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Now the stoppage and an intentional foul means free throws coming with a little over 30 seconds to go.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Bucks basketball. Kyle Kuzma sends it away. And here's the foul. Right now it's a two-possession game. So if he hits one or two of these, it could be all she wrote.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Has a chance. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move, though.
20-footer at the buzzer. Tinseltown is title town again. Los Angeles has won the NBA Finals.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up.